Hello, welcome to Foreign Matters, titled The Cost of Intervention. That nice David Miliband, Mr. Foreign Secretary to you and me, has made a speech to FCO staff and admitted that the next time Britain wants to save lives in Kosovo or invade Iraq, it might not be able to. As Gordon Brown, Mr. Prime Minister to you and me, would say, that's not his fault or Britain's fault. No, it's a global problem, so there's no need to say the hardest word. The Foreign Secretary's point is that the global economic crisis may limit the UK's ability to get stuck in. As in stuck in Afghanistan? Stuck in Iraq? No, as in stuck into aiding, for example, Zimbabwe. He says a foreign intervention will be made harder by the crisis. The familiar arguments, lack of capacity, lack of political will, lack of legitimacy for interventions, will all be exacerbated by the recession. Now, some of you might think, good. Others might ponder the fate of Sierra Leone. Had the UK not gone there? Had it not killed some very, very bad guys and spent a lot of money? Let's face it, there's going to be more Sierra Leones and Pakistans. After all, it's a global recession. Here's Mr. Miliband's take. Its impact will be more diffuse, more long-term and less visible than September the 11th, but it will be just as profound. It'll affect more countries, and it will affect many aspects of a country's life, not just security. He then joins up various ideas with more oomph than a butterfly's wings flapping in China and causing a hurricane in Kent. Thus, reduced demand equals reduced oil price. That impacts places such as Nigeria and Venezuela, which duly struggle. This leads to unemployment. This leads to instability. This leads to movement of people, most of them moving to a country near you, or even your country. Then there's the geopolitical example of Tajikistan. Apparently, 50% of the male workforce work in Russia. So unemployment there will lead to many coming home. Now, as there are few jobs at home, some will fall into the drugs trade. This could destabilize the country. Which borders Pakistan? Which borders Pakistan? I thought the Tajik example was an interesting choice for the Foreign Secretary to use at a time NATO is looking for emergency supply routes into Afghanistan. And guess who the Americans are currently tapping up for access to their roads and airfields? Tajikistan. So what do we want? Jobs. When do we want them? Now. Where do we want them? Tajikistan and Russia and Nigeria and an intervention? Where do we want that? Well, that's another story. And that's Foreign Matters. See you next time.